everyone, Robert here. It's the time of the year where I record a birthday vlog. So this year is quite unique and I have some life updates to do and share with you guys. But first, let's go for a short ride. I need to grab some stuff in the grocery because I'm cooking. Okay, so storytelling time. Welcome back again to GarageBand. I am recording this birthday vlog while I'm driving to the grocery. So I hope all of you have been well. I was not able to record or edit anything in the past 5 months, I guess. But my hard drive is full of all those other stuff that I have recorded before but never really got the chance to edit something. But yeah, wanted to give you guys an update since every year I've been trying to figure out what I'm gonna talk about on my birthday vlog, right? So I'm gonna give you guys an update. So a lot of things have happened. I published a book back in April. Actually, it's before my initial diagnosis. And yeah, that's very fulfilling. I was able to work on my first published book. So if you haven't bought it yet, check it out. It's on Amazon. I'm going to show you the link here on the screen. So this has been a challenging season, a challenging journey, but it has a lot of opportunities for me to learn, a lot of things that I've realized. So once upon a time, it was, I guess, late February this year, because we got to the Bay Area in California in June, I guess July of last year. So February this year, I was singing at church and I felt a little lump on my throat, and and of course naturally what I did after that was I checked it and saw that my right tonsil was swollen. Quite weird, because I'm not new to swollen tonsils, like ever since I was a kid, but this time it was just the right tonsil that's a bit off. It's not that big, but you would obviously see something like the size of a marble on my right tonsil. So I was thinking that's like really some sort of infection, but to make the long story short, it took I guess a whole month before I was able to see, whole month and a half before I was able to get it checked by urgent care, because we're still new in California, so our insurance we're still figuring it out. So once I got to urgent care, the first thing that the doctor said was, I need to scan. I need you to do a scan. It looks something, and after the scan, the report said concern for malignancy. So when I saw the word malignancy, that was like, okay. I immediately thought of cancer, right? Because I would only encounter the word malignant with cancer. And true enough, the scan led me to be referred to what do you call this? Oncology, ENT oncology. So when I saw the schedule and I was assigned to UCSF cancer department, it's something is like starting to sink in on my mind, like, what am I doing here? Why me? Why cancer? Although it's not yet confirmed, but all arrows point to that. So I got the chance to be seen by this amazing doctor, Dr. Wei, and yeah, the first thing that she said said after seeing my tonsil, my throat was it's cancer. Like really no fluff, no intro, no. I mean, there's no build up. That's what she said. She said it looks like cancer to me. So that was when the chaos in my mind started to build up. So this was going to April, and I was in Texas attending a wedding, family friend's wedding, and we were about to fly back to California when the doctor called and he confirmed me that it's lymphoma. Lymphoma is a form of blood cancer. And we were about to board the plane, and I was really shocked. Like I tried to shrug it off. And I mean, on the whole journey, ChatGPT was really my friend, because here in the US they have what we call the mic chart. So the results, the conversations that you have with your doctor, it's recorded in a portal. So what I would do is I would copy and paste it and dump it on ChatGPT and have that conversation with ChatGPT. Because probably part of me was saying, no, this is just an infection. This is something that can be fixed. And yeah, true enough, it was lymphoma. But it was just the start of the journey, because when I was diagnosed with lymphoma, that was, I guess, April 30. I mean, it's not a final diagnosis, because what the doctor said was we're seeing a unique strain. So there's a potential that, because lymphoma, I guess there's hundreds of lymphomas, right? So the doctor said there's a potential that it is either like a low grade one or the aggressive one. Of course, the first thing I did was I processed it on my own. That's the most recent thing that I did that was really wrong, because I processed it on my own. So the first 4 days after that diagnosis, like initial diagnosis on April 30, I was really down and out. I don't have any will to wake up, to go up, get out of my bed and to do anything. A lot of things were just like, I'm starting the company here in California, we're not even stabilized, you don't have that money, what am I gonna do? Did I just go here in California so that this is where I'm gonna die? Those are the things that was like that's happening in my mind. And eventually came to my senses, and the Lord in His mercy and grace allowed me to really go back to the Word, and just I had that, like, it's been a while since I had that type of conversation with God, as you would say. So I ended up just telling Him, that I'm worried, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but somehow the Word of God impressed in my heart that I don't have to understand why this is happening. I don't even have to figure out how would this end up. But yeah, it's a journey. When you are diagnosed with cancer, I won't say that it's fun and it's easy. It's a journey. When I say it's a journey, it's like up and then down and then up and then down. And yeah, really, if not for the Word of God, I'm long gone. I have probably ended up my own life. But yeah, God is good. So yeah, that journey of waiting was May, June. Imagine knowing that you have cancer, but the doctors can't even tell you what type of cancer. So you cannot even start any treatment because they're not sure what type of cancer you have. So that was June and July. And it was late in July that I had the doctor gave at least a sense of direction to what's happening to me. It was late in July that she said, because I was given to a different doctor now. It's MCL, which is an indolent lymphoma, which is one on the low grade, not the aggressive one. So that's already an answered prayer, because the first thing I prayed to God about is, Lord, if it's your will, I don't want to go to chemotherapy is going to break me. Give me favor, and if it's cancer, in your mercy and grace, please may it be just the low grade one and not the aggressive one. And yeah, true enough, it was low grade. So I was scheduled for treatment the month of August, and I was in one of my prayer time. It was something like, why August, right? It was in April when the doctor first saw that I might have cancer. The thing about August is my birthday month. So this is probably heaven giving me a birthday gift. And I would have to go through 4 weeks, starting from the first week of August up to the last week of August. I would have to go through 4 series of infusions. And another thing, the infusion would cost about 15,000 US dollars, which I don't have and which the insurance won't cover. Again, I did not process it on my own, just talk to God like a kid, and I told God, Lord, you know, I need the medication, but I don't have the money, and I know that you know it. And you know, and God moved, and eventually I was given, or I was approved for a grant. It's the maker of the drug that gave me the grant, so I don't have to pay for it. I don't have to pay for the drug itself, which is 15,000 per infusion times 4, and I only have to pay for the, you know, the administrative stuff, you know, the clinic, of course, because there's a lot of things that has to happen when you do infusion. It's not like you're just buying a drug from a pharmacy. So now it's my birthday. The infusion was done. The bills are piling up. It's way beyond my means to pay it. I don't have that much money. I mean, I don't have money literally. But yeah, as I told God again, Lord, you know, this is how much I owe for my treatment now, and you know that I don't have this money. So yeah, Lord, I leave it up to you. It's the words that kept, you know, the words that was really being kept alive in my heart was all about God being my refuge, God being my helper, you know, God being in charge, and God knowing, you know, beforehand, you know, that before that I was born, God would know that I would go through this season. And who knows, you know, the faith journey that we went through just to transition from Singapore to the US. This is part of the story, that I would have cancer, because initially, because my insurance is new, we're just paying, you know, a non-premium insurance. Nobody would accept me back then. You know, I kept jumping from clinic to clinic, searching the internet. It's not like Singapore where you just walk in and then voila. Or here in the US, they have to make sure that you are within that network before they even entertain you. So the challenge of finding the network, the hospital that is within my insurance network, is challenging. So again, that was a God thing, because I ended up in University of California, San Francisco. Eventually, I'm not aware of it back then, but doing my research, I found out that, you know, they are one of the top hospitals for cancers, top cancer treatment and research. They're equipped to handle my my situation, you know. I mean, I think it happened in the most perfect timing, the most perfect location where I am. So by the way, my cancer doesn't have a cure. I would have it for the rest of my life. That's what science is saying, but my faith is saying, God, you know the composition of my cells. You made me into a human being. So if there's one, you know, person, you know, that can fix my cells, it's you, God. So the other positive thing that I want to update you guys was really when I got that what do you call this, initial diagnosis in April. First thing I did was I changed my lifestyle. If you're my friend, you would know how much I love soda, you would know how much I love sugar, and you would know that I don't eat vegetables. And because of that diagnosis, it's probably also the wisdom coming from God. Not immediately, probably a week of transition, I stopped having sugar, eating any sweets. I stopped soda, and I'm going to the gym 3 times a week, and I would go on a regular walk, or 3 times a week before going to the gym, doing my prayer walk and meditating. I guess it helped because on my first infusion, the doctor gave me a warning that this is what you should expect, this is what's going to happen after the infusion. So you would feel this, you would feel this, you would feel this, and that's a lot of list, a long list that she gave me. And by the goodness and mercies of God, I didn't have none of those what do you call this, infusion effects or infusion reaction, because I'm supposed to have those. So I told my doctor, and she said, and I shared with her what I have been doing, and she said, yeah, it's because you prepared your body. It's all about the immune system working with you, because what the drug would do is it maps the cancer cells, it wraps it with protein, and the protein would then trigger, or the drug would trigger my immune system to target that protein and eventually killing the cancer cells, or depleting those B cells. See, ChatGPT taught me a lot. And part of the journey is because it's all about my immune system. Yeah, now that I've been living healthy, working out, eating healthy, not staying late at night, and it helps, and that's the plan moving forward, because as I've said, my cancer doesn't have a cure, but it can be treated, it can be managed. So it's a matter of also part of a discipline. And yeah, that's what I wanted to share, and that's why this birthday of the year, this 2025 version of my year, is quite unique, and nothing but gratitude to what God has been doing. I guess this is a bit long because I'm going to be sharing some other footage. I'm going to be showing you like what I've been doing in the gym. I'm going to be showing you what my breakfast looks like, and yeah, and also I'm in the grocery right now. And yes, I was meditating on Psalm 23. It's all about God being my shepherd. I will never be in want. He would lead me in still waters, guide me in the right paths for His namesake. And walking in the valley, the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. He is with me. And in Psalm 27 is my my light, my salvation. He helps me. He's my helper. In Psalm 28, my heart lives with joy, and my song will sing praise to Him. So it's a long journey ahead. And if you're a friend who's watching this, I appreciate that spending time with me on my birthday vlog. And yeah, here's to many more amazing things that God will do, not only for me. And I'm praying whoever you are watching right now that God, you would also see the light of God's mercy and grace. Of course, I still need my coffee, but no more sugar for me. I will add an organic ginger and this extra virgin coconut oil. Just small portion. Add my hot water. Nice thing about this is my cup would mix the salt. It's easier that way so that the coconut and the ginger would be blended well, because you can't do that just by using a spoon. Okay, now for some protein, an egg, and this Greek yogurt. So I'm ready for breakfast. I'm gonna be recording after breakfast and see you again later. Honestly, it helps me knowing that I'm not in control and that my life is in the hands of God, and what He did on the cross of Calvary was enough, not only for my healing, if not in this lifetime, in another life, but I in my faith I will be healed. But the good thing about God is it's always come as you are. You don't have to fix yourself. It's an outcome of coming to Him first. Let's not have that mindset that I have to fix myself, I have to be in this zone. It's not gonna happen. Just come as you are, with all your problems, with all your iniquities, with all the challenges in your life. Come as you are. What He did on the cross of Calvary is enough for us, for every one of us. So that's it for my quick life update on this birthday vlog, and yeah, hopefully I can get back to editing. Another reason I was not able to record anything even for my podcast, the other podcast channel, is that because of the lump on my throat, it's quite difficult for me to talk in long durations. Me, I'm very talkative, but when I had that, I went through that, and now after my treatment, my last infusion was this Monday. Today is the weekend. Yeah, the swelling on my tonsil is almost gone, and my tonsil is almost back to normal. That's the right tonsil. So guys, thank you for those who prayed for me, those who reached out and sent their messages, and yeah, I appreciate all of you, and I thank you especially for my family who have been very supportive and being ever present. Again, this is something that I would never imagine, but the good thing that I got out of this is I am now in a more disciplined season of my life when it comes to food, when it comes to health. And yeah, Cancer is scary, but uh, I have a big God, and they call cancer the big C. But in my life, the bigger C is Christ. So I hope you get to a point that you also get to have that opportunity to live with Christ in your heart. So thank you for watching. See you on the next episode.